Hey guys, it's Infrared here, back with another Pokemon Brick Bronze video. This video will basically be a follow-up to my best starter for Pokemon Brick Bronze, as I'll be talking about the best team. Now, for this video, I'll be talking about the Pokemon that I think are best suited for the storyline and the movesets that are best suited for these Pokemon. So, without further ado, let's get started. We should start with our starter, Swampert. I already mentioned Mudkip is the best starter in the last video, so your moveset for Swampert should consist of Surf, Earthquake, Hammer Arm, and Rock Slide. The reason for this is Surf and Earthquake provide good stab, and you're gonna need Surf for Route 17 in Crescent Island, so I would pick Surf over Scald. You'll use Scald before then, and you'll probably use Mudshot and Mud Bomb as your ground moves before you get Earthquake, but these should be your final stab moves. Your coverage moves should consist of Hammer Arm or Brick Break, and Rock Slide. The reason I say Rock Slide is because since flying types are immune to ground type attacks, you might want some coverage for those. And I say Hammer Arm or Brick Break because of the Dark type gym. You'll also be facing a lot of normal type trainers because normal types are very common. And if you don't like Hammer Arm speed reduction, you can learn Brick Break via TM. It's in Laguna Lake. Now, for your electric type, yes, you're gonna need one, I recommend Manectric. Mainly because of speed. You could get Ampharos or Luxray, or even Zebstrika, but I recommend Manectric since a lot of the water types you'll be dealing with have more physical defense than special defense. And Manectric's a special attacker, so I'd recommend Discharge and Thunder for your stab moves. You could also get Thunderbolt if you're willing to get the BP from the Battle Coliseum, but Discharge is so much easier to get, so you're probably going to be using that. Now, for your coverage moves, I would recommend Bite and Fire Fang, and if you don't like Fire Fang and are willing to get the BP, you could also get Flamethrower. The reason I say this is because there is a Ghost-type gym and the graveyard next to Route 5, and Bite is pretty useful for flinching and any other Ghost or Psychic types you might come up against. And Fire Fang because you won't be able to do anything against grass types when you're a Manectric, so you're gonna need that coverage. Now we need a flying type. Thankfully, you can get a Zubat pretty early in Mount Igneous, and I'll be recommending Crobat for this run. Now, for your moveset, I suggest Cross Poison, Bite, Fly, and Leech Life. Cross Poison for stab, which you can get from the move relearner, and you'll probably use Poison Fang before that. Bite because you need coverage against Psychic types, and it'll be helpful against the Ghost types you face. Fly because it's a flying type and you're gonna need Fly, and Leech Life for coverage against Psychic types, yet again. Now, you're gonna want a Fire type or a Dark type, but luckily there's an option that provides both, Houndoom. For Houndoom's moveset, you're gonna want Flamethrower, Dark Pulse, Nasty Plot, and Sludge Bomb, since it's a special attacker. I would have recommended Thunder Fang if it was a physical attacker, but it's not, and you already have other good Pokemon to deal with its weaknesses, so we'll use Nasty Plot instead so that you can sweep teams. Flamethrower and Dark Pulse provide nice stab, and Sludge Bomb is for coverage against Fairy types, since you won't have your resistance to them anymore since you're part Dark. For your fighting type, which you'll definitely need because of the amount of normal and dark types in this generation, you're gonna want Lucario. I know Riolu's pretty hard to get on Route 8, but it really doesn't take that long to find, and it provides great options for movesets. I suggest Aura Sphere, Extreme Speed, Flash Cannon, and Dragon Pulse because it's actually a special attacker. If it's a physical attacker, you could replace Aura Sphere with something like Close Combat and Flash Cannon with Metal Claw or something, but since its special attack is higher than its physical attack, I recommend this moveset. Aura Sphere and Flash Cannon for stab, obviously, Extreme Speed for priority, and Dragon Pulse for coverage against dragon types. Now, I know Lucario will probably get burned alive by a dragon that knows a fire-type move, namely Salamence and Garchomp because they know Flamethrower and Fire Fang, so you're gonna need a better counter to dragons. Well, there's actually one that you can find in the Nightmare Realm which is exclusive to PBF, and that would be Ribombee. I know Ribombee isn't really the best choice for dragons since it's also part bug, but it's really the only decent fairy type you get early game, and it has a great speed stat, so you'll more likely than not outspeed all the dragons you're facing. For movesets, I would recommend Bug Buzz, Quiver Dance, Dazzling Gleam, and either Aromatherapy or Psychic. Probably Aromatherapy, since Ribombee will mostly play a support role outside of dragons, obviously, and since you already have a fighting type, you'll really only use it for stuff like backup against a dark type or against dragon types, like what Tess has. It's basically your Tess counter. And those are the best team members for Pokemon Brick Bronze. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.